The biggest mistake I saw people make when it came to planning their finances for retirement had nothing to do with making the wrong investment. It was asking the wrong question at tax time. And it seems sometimes that everyone was asking that question. I couldn't tell you how many times I sat across a desk from someone and had them ask me, how much should I save for retirement? Now, what they really meant was, how much should I put in my retirement plan this year to save the right amount of taxes? As important as it is to plan your taxes and save as much as you can, they were asking the wrong question. What they should have been asking was, how much do I need to save for my retirement? Not for my taxes, for my retirement. The problem is, when you ask that question, you're going to get a whole lot of conflicting answers. There's a common belief that your target should be $1 million. If you have $1 million, everything will be fine. You'll be set for life. On the other hand, there's a Canadian brokerage that was advertising that you needed $1.7 million to retire comfortably in Canada. Now, as an aside note, I've seen a lot of people retire with a lot less than that. Other advice that you'll get is, have enough invested that you can safely withdraw 4% every year without ever running out of money. And still others will say that your retirement income should be 70% of what your employment income was when you quit working. The fact is, those numbers could be right, but they could also be completely wrong for you, because retirement planning has nothing to do with a magic formula or a rule of thumb, and everything to do with the kind of retirement you want to wake up to each morning. You need to work out your number, not somebody else's, your number. Your number based on the kind of life you're going to live in retirement. And if that sounds a bit daunting, feel free to reach out to me at the email address in the description below, because this is exactly the kind of planning that I do with people when I'm coaching them around retirement. I'm not a financial planner. I'm not going to give you an exact figure, but I will point you in the right direction and help you figure it out. Start with personal questions, not financial questions. Where are you going to live? Are you staying put? Are you going to downsize? Are you going to sell everything and move to the other side of the world where your money will go further than it does here? Are you going to spend your days with a cup of coffee and a good book? Are you going to take up hobbies that are very inexpensive? Or do you have passions and dreams of travel that are going to take more money than that? These are all questions you need to answer. Then take a look at what your minimum monthly expenses are. You have to consider everything: rent, property tax, condo fees, bank charges, subscription services. You need to be thinking about groceries and car expenses and insurance and a lot of things that maybe you pay every month but really don't think too much about. Spend a month or 2 months or 3 months writing down absolutely everything you spend on your basic necessities. Figure out that minimum number. Once you have that, you want to add a cushion. And that cushion is going to be different for everybody. For myself, we like to eat out now and then. We like to go to a show. We like to go to concerts. And so I allow a budget, an amount each month that I'm going to spend on those kinds of things. As a separate category, I also keep a personal or a fun column in my budget. And those are things like buying books, model airplanes, kites, and yes, video games. I'll fess up, I'm a video game player. That means occasionally, after I beat a game or get tired of playing with it, I need a new one and sometimes an upgrade to my gaming system. Now, once you've got that number, you've got what you need to live comfortably for a month. Then there's two other cushions you need to add. The first one, and this is one nobody likes, that's inflation. I'm blessed to live in Canada. In a couple more months, I'll be old enough to collect Canada Pension Plan and Old Age Security, and both of those government pensions are indexed fully to the inflation rate. So as prices go up, those two payments each month go up as well. Helps me to keep up with things. Then I've got a lot of dividend stocks that I own, and those dividends compound and are increased often annually, sometimes more often than that. So that income is going up as well. Now, something to consider is that as retirement progresses, your expenses may go up. If you have medical needs or have to go into a nursing home, they may go down if you stop traveling and being as physically active as you are. So keep that in the back of your mind as well. Now, the last cushion that you want to add is your cushion for fun and emergencies. I was taught years ago that you need to create pension or investment income that meets that comfortable living threshold that you've decided on. And then you want to double that to allow for emergencies, for travel, for gifts to kids and grandkids, and so on. Now, maybe twice that amount is a little bit much for you. Maybe it's not enough. Again, it depends on your lifestyle, and you need to set that target. Once you've got that target set with all your cushions, then you need to decide, how am I going to create that kind of income every year? Through investments, through a side hustle, through part time work. There's a lot of seniors that are going back to work at least part time these days. Bottom line is, you need to know your number. Yes, that takes work. It means reviewing your bank statements, your credit card bills, for all the expenses that you have, and it means keeping track of your income and seeing how those two numbers compare. Yes, it's hard work, especially if you've never in your life kept track of that kind of thing. But I can tell you from personal experience that the work is worth it, because with it comes two things: the knowledge that you're going to be okay, and the peace of mind that comes from that knowledge. If this video has helped you reconsider things, rethink them, get a clearer picture of either your situation or how you're going to get that clear picture of your situation, then please let me know by giving me a thumbs up, and consider hitting that subscribe button and tapping the notification bell so you don't miss anything that's coming up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, and in the meantime, here's some other videos for you to check out.